Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. I'm going to start sharing my screen just so you guys can see exactly what it is that is going on. So today is Wednesday. It is January 8th. Really cool. I just had to double check that. Wanted to do a quick little overall recap and then wanted to answer a lot of people's questions about the idea behind this tension between the Iran war. I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts. I'm going to be talking about moving forward. I don't know if you guys heard, but one of the bases of the U.S. was attacked. There was a lot of volatility, so I'm going to quickly comment on that and moving forward, how I would approach it. And again, that's of course 100% my opinion, so I hope that I earn your thumbs up for that. So altogether on the day, $624 profit. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, but yesterday I had my first red day of the year. So I lost a little bit over, I think I lost $515. Every other day has been green. I had a couple $1,000 days. So I'm very happy that I was able to, stay cool, calm, and collected. Looks like I learned from my mistake. There was no question that yesterday, natural gas has been selling off, no question about it. And the past 2 days, at least yesterday was one of the first days that natural gas really began to pick up. So I'm going to talk and comment about that real quick. So as you guys can see, right as the market began to open, you guys actually began to aggressively sell off. It wasn't until right around 11 o'clock that it began to indicate signs of an uptrend. I saw this reversal pattern. If you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, I was in there commenting, just giving you guys updates as it was breaking above the middle VWAP and stuff like that, especially if you guys follow me on Instagram. I was just posting updates as the time went on. Really cool thing about that is that, I did take a couple of trades. It was a total of 20 trades, $624. One of the things that I wanted to talk about is that I have a huge focus on UGAS and DGAS and natural gas. I have not seen overall UGAS or natural gas as a commodity itself to be affected too much by this tension of war. There is no question that if you were paying attention to the market yesterday, this happened when the market was closed, and thankfully, right? But there was a very, very aggressive sell-off, and I actually want to show you guys this just so it could pop up. So the market again was trading right around 8874. This is /NQ, which is the NASDAQ future, right? So therefore there was a very, very aggressive sell-off. It sold off for a couple hours. It found a support and then began to pick right back up. One of the things that I want to comment on is, again, all of this could have happened. Think about this. This attack happened in one of the bases in one of the U.S. bases, if I'm not mistaken. It was a very unfortunate attack. Therefore, again, the market reacts as we expect or prepare, right, between the tension and then the whole idea of war. Once things begin to cool off and then President Trump announcing that no one got hurt, he did his formal announcement and everything like that, we ended up actually pushing up greater than where it closed at yesterday. So one of the things that I want to comment on is that I think it's great. There's no question that the overall market has been very, very bullish. You guys most likely saw that Tesla today also just beat, if I'm not mistaken, Ford's overall valuation or highest valuation. Tesla just broke that. And one of the things that I want to comment on is it's very fortunate. And think about this. I don't know if enough people have thought about it yet, but think about, what if this attack happened during normal trading hours? Would you have had the proper steps in place to have managed your risk, or to at least have been able to prepare for that? As it was a very unfortunate attack, it was all of a sudden, and then it aggressively begins to sell off. So all I want to say is, again, as there's still this tension, right? Things are kind of cooling off based off of, the reports that we're getting and the announcements from President Trump. But one of the things that I want to share is anytime that there's any uncertainty, that we become uneasy about our position is, I'm a day trader, right? So I don't hold anything overnight. So as you guys can see, all my positions are closed. And I think that one of the things that I wanted to talk about is moving forward. And as the tension still is present, I think it's our responsibility as day traders to even be that much more selective, to make sure that we're not getting into a hopeful trade, making sure that if things do begin to go south and let's say another attack happens, therefore the market begins to sell off again, I see that crude oil and the overall market and things that are influenced by the overall market can easily begin to sell off. Therefore, if you are going to continue, if your overall niche that you are focusing on when it comes down to trading is then affected by this unfortunate news, then I think that it is in our best interest to be more selective with the positions that we take, to make sure that our risk management, if we're going to trade during times where there is a lot of tension, it is then our job as day traders to make sure that we have some form of risk management in place, right? Yeah, it did recover, but it didn't necessarily have to. And that's what I just want to remind ourselves, is that, again, we are here to be reasonable traders, right? People that have a reason behind every trade that they take, and not hopeful traders. We're not here to enter a trade and to hope to get lucky. And on top of that, one of the things that I just quickly want to comment on is position size. You guys know that I've had a huge focus on position size and how important it is that, if the direction is unclear, if the tension is unclear, or you're a swing trader or something like that, I think it would be then in our best interest to make sure that you watch that position, so if things do begin to go south because the current direction is unclear, then at least you end up being able to manage your risk accordingly without having to second guess. And I think the larger the position that you have, the more of a struggle that you're going to experience when it comes down to managing that risk. So I just wanted to share some simple thoughts. It looks like the market recovered very quickly after that specific attack. Thankfully, no one was hurt, according to the announcement that President Trump said. So again, moving forward, I think that this should just remind us, right? This is kind of like a slap in the face for us day traders, to make sure that we're on check when it comes down to the positions that we take, and we're on check when it comes down to our form of risk management. So again, keeping things simple, making sure that we have that foundation in which that we challenge ourselves every day to seek opportunity, to manage risk, to lock in profits, and again, to take action when it makes sense to us, not to other people. It doesn't need to make, like, your trades don't need to make sense to me. My trades don't need to make sense to you. It's as long as there's a reason behind every action that you take, you'll either learn from it or actually make a profit from it. And I think both are at least some form of benefit, right? So I really do appreciate you guys' time. Don't forget to join our free investing group. That's going to be that first link down below. And feel free to comment any comments down in the comment section. Holy moly, I just said comment 3 times. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys' time. For all those that are part of the Learn Plan Profit group, I will see you tomorrow for the natural gas report. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.